What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Figure It Out! Out of the Basement's action figure talk show. I'm Nate, and I'm joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we are going to be talking about all of the announcements from Star Wars Celebration for Star Wars The Black Series, the 6-inch line. There was plenty of 3 3/4 stuff, but we do not collect that, so we do not really care. So we're just going to be short and sweet, 6-inch line only. Maybe one of the role play items that was announced too that I think looks pretty cool. But of course, we couldn't attend Star Wars Celebration. We could have been there, brother. We could have been there.
It's absurdly close to us, but we didn't know if we could get the time off. The tickets are expensive, and then if you end up not being able to go, it's like, God. I almost bought a ticket just for the Monday, just so I can say we went.
But it's like, what's the point?
But, I mean, I would still be down to go. It's just, because it's never going to come to Chicago ever again, probably. But we didn't end up going.
But we still get to have the excitement of finding out about everything online. Of course, today the trailer for Episode 9 dropped, which I'm sure we'll talk about that at some point later on. But today we're just talking about the toys, because that's our bread and butter. So starting right off the bat, we got some stuff leaked. Something leaked a while back, and that was a 3-pack. Disney Park exclusive 3-pack of Kylo Ren, Commander Pyre, and I believe it's called a Forest Trooper, something like that.
Some variant of a Scarif Trooper, right?
Yeah.
Looks eerily similar.
Like it's like the syndrome of like same body, different head.
Yeah, something like that.
But I believe Commander Pyre and I believe that other trooper are from the show Resistance. So we finally got to see that officially, even though we saw that like a month ago.
Does it come with the droid too, the mouse droid?
Yeah, and it comes with one mouse droid. They announced 2 other packs of figures that are going to be Disney Park exclusives. They're all $69.99 a piece, which is, ooh, that kind of hurts. But at least for one, that's a 4-pack. Maybe not so bad, but yeah. So we got that one, which we already knew about, saw that like a month ago, and then we're also getting a Rey, Hondo, and Chewie with a couple of Porgs 3-pack, Disney Park exclusive. Hondo is, of course, from Rebels and Clone Wars, right?
Clone Wars mainly.
So that's really cool that he's finally getting a figure. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck in the 3-pack. I have a feeling that it'll probably be an exclusive for a while, at least the 3-pack, and then like later, maybe in like a year or two, they'll release the single carded.
Yeah.
Because the Rey and the Chewie are both the exact same figures that we have, so nothing different with them.
That makes no sense. Like, why?
Because they probably just have too many at the factory, and they need to like unload them.
Yeah. Last thing I need is another Rey figure when there's already. Yeah. I already personally own 3 or 4, even though there's like 5 of them total.
Yeah. And same here. I don't need another Rey figure either, so this one's honestly an easy pass for me.
Yeah, but I'd love to get Hondo in like a single release eventually.
Yeah.
He's a great character in the Clone Wars, so.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with him, but he's at least a cool design. And Black Series always knocks out aliens. Yeah. So the final pack, this is a 4-pack, and that is R2-D2 C-3PO, BB-8, and DJR-3X. DJR-3X is from the Ride Star Tours, which is probably one of the most nauseating experiences I've ever had in my life on a ride. It's one of those rides where you like sit in a stationary like car and it moves. Like you don't physically move, but it moves, and you're wearing 3D glasses and you're watching a screen. And the screen is moving, and it's just like motion sick city. Like for me, last time I rode it, had the 3D glasses on for like 4 seconds, then I had to take them off and just watch a blurry ride the whole time because I legitimately felt like I was going to throw up. Oof. But I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a little nice nod to Star Tours, the ride, but.
We already have R2-D2. I mean, it's good for the people who still don't have R2-D2 because the Orange Line, elusive. 40th anniversary, elusive. So it's good for the people who want to get the R2. C-3PO, seen plenty of them, although this one apparently has no articulation.
Yeah, I think the arms are going to be probably more like Forlom. You know how Forlom had pretty decent range.
You don't really need that great of articulation with 3PO. We already have a BB-8 with Rey, but again, if you missed out on that one, good for that. And then DJ, Buka, Duka, whatever. That's just a whatever figure.
Yeah, that one is the least important, but at least it comes with 4 things.
Yeah, that's true.
To offset the $70 price. Again, these are all Disney Park exclusives, so you will have to be at one of the Disney parks around the world.
So it's safe to say we're not getting any of these.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't really plan on going to Disney. I mean, I would love to go once Star Wars World Land opens up, but it's going to be busy as heck for a few years. So I'll probably wait till it dies down a little bit and really get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I would personally love to have Commander Pyre, going back to that. I love the just gold trooper, obnoxious design.
Yeah. We don't watch Resistance here.
No, never seen a single episode.
I think it's safe to say Resistance, because I'm a huge advocate for Clone Wars is not just for kids, it's for all ages, but I think Resistance is actually specifically marketed towards children.
It does look a little more kid friendly. I mean, I can't really speak to it because again, have not actually watched a single episode, but
yeah. I'll stick to Clone Wars and Rebels for myself, but I mean, they are cool designs. I think that's probably the most interesting one. Yeah. Again, I don't need another Kylo Ren figure either.
True. Especially because we have the deluxe Kylo Ren figure, which is his Last Jedi outfit with a cloth cape and a much better head.
Yeah.
So maybe last minute they'll put some cracks in the helmet, make him look a little more like the Episode 9 look, but I doubt it. Because they probably also had way too many Kylos, and they're like, we got to repack Kylo, we got to repack Rey. We made way too many of these, so we're just going to force them on you. We're going to put a couple desirable figures in the pack and one dud. It's exactly like the Rogue One 3-pack. One desirable figure, 2 duds.
Yep.
Pay up, buddy. It's the only way you're getting it.
Or just wait 2 years until it goes on clearance and you can get that 3-pack for $20 just for the Death Trooper Sergeant.
Yep. Another figure that was never released by itself, though, so that could worry me about those troopers.
True.
They never released the commander, Death Trooper Commander. So moving on, coming up, we have an SDCC exclusive announced, and that is the holiday special appearance of Boba Fett. It's cool for people who are into it.
Yeah.
I've never seen the holiday special. I have no interest in watching it at all.
Toy Galaxy will probably be all over that.
He's freaking out. I saw him on Instagram commenting on all the posts about how excited he was, that's great. If you're into
Good old Dan.
Yeah, love Dan. That is awesome for people who are into it, but someone like me, I'm glad it's an exclusive. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
Yeah, we already have the prototype, and then I got the regular Boba Fett from the archive wave, so I got my fix.
It is cool that he's coming in the old school Kenner package, the 40th anniversary figures. But if memory serves me correctly, and looking at pictures of Boba Fett, in the original appearance he had a spear or something, and I don't think he's coming with that, which I kind of feel like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity to just have that 100% accurate look. He doesn't have the cape, but I believe he had a spear or some sort of instrument that he used, so probably should have came with that, but I think he just comes with the blasters he always comes with.
Yeah.
And then another thing that strangely wasn't shown off at the Hasbro panel, but was definitely on the floor of Star Wars Celebration. I saw this on Toy Shiz's Instagram, and that is a plain white Phase 2 Clone Trooper. Looks to be 6-inch scale. It was in the Black Series case, but they did not show any high-res images of it or anything like that. So that was a little weird. Maybe they just wanted to tease that, and maybe they'll give us more.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully that's implying that it's going to get a single card release.
Yeah.
Or a single box release.
I would have to imagine so, but maybe they're just teasing it, and then at a future convention they'll sort of unveil the whole thing.
Yeah. I recently picked up the Amazon exclusive 4-pack with the clone Commander Phase 1, the regular white Phase 2, and then 2 duds. The First Order Stormtrooper officer with the pauldron, which is cool because it comes with the pauldron, but it's the First Order Stormtrooper articulation, and then the horrible battle damage one. It's like, if you can get that 4-pack for half off, it's worth it because only half the figures are good and desirable, but I think those 2 clones should definitely get a single release, which hopefully this means that the white Phase 2 clone is getting a single release because the Battle Droid also just came out.
Yeah, true.
So it would make sense to want to have people army build the Phase 2 clone. It'd be a good opportunity.
I would agree. I mean, we always talk about on this show how they should just keep all troopers in circulation at all points.
Absolutely. And just not the troopers from the new movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally is that simple. Regular Stormtrooper from original trilogy. Even, if they want to alternate that with like the Scout Trooper or, different stuff like that. And then clones. Just do Stormtroopers and clones.
And they
in constant rotation.
They would consistently sell well. I would almost be willing to bet my life on that. That if it was easy to just go on Amazon any day of the week, buy any trooper you want for $19.99, guaranteed.
Because, I mean, there are people out there who obviously army build, but there's people who have, like, huge dioramas, too.
Literally, like, tens of, like, 50 to 100 of the troopers.
And, yeah, I mean, I don't know, really, because they produce a lot of figures. And I feel like they could do that.
Definitely. But it's cool. Hopefully that means we are getting a single carded release in the future because I do not have that 4-pack. I do not want to pay that much for that 4-pack.
Well, it was recently on a super sale.
Right, but I missed it.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the ball like you were. And then coming up is a role play item, and that is the Rebel Pilot X-Wing Pilot helmet, which looks really cool. Love the helmets. Great designs. Personally, not for me. I have no interest in buying any of the helmets or anything like that, but...
Yeah, the only Black Series helmet I have is the original trilogy Imperial Stormtrooper, and I just feel like that's an essential for me because I think the Stormtrooper, regular Stormtrooper, is my favorite design of all Star Wars. So to get a replica helmet of that was just important to me. It was like, this is the one I have to get.
Yeah.
And I have it, in my glass shelf. And yeah, you're right. I don't feel any need to get any of the other helmets.
But they're cool, and they're cool for people who want them.
Yeah.
Definitely an affordable way to get a pretty accurate looking helmet. We also got a look at the carded Wave 2 of the Archive line, and that is going to be Yoda, Anakin, Scout Trooper, and Darth Maul. Those all look great. Looks, to me, again, it looks like Darth Maul has the face printing tech, or they've at least touched up the face a little bit.
I need every single one.
That's another full waiver for me. It's another full waiver.
The first wave was not an all waiver for me because I already had Bosk, IG-88. I just needed X-Wing Pilot Luke and Boba Fett. But with the new archive, with the second wave, I do have the Yoda. Mm-hmm. I don't have the Darth Maul. I don't have Anakin. I do have a Scout Trooper, but...
You could always have more than one trooper.
You could always have more than one trooper, and this is... With the addition of the face printing, especially on Yoda, looks amazing.
Yoda, like the original Yoda figure was good. Totally good. But this new one looks, I almost want to say perfect. From the pictures and everything, looks absolutely spot on.
I almost just wish that they do release more and more re-release figures, but with the photo reel, because I would love to, like, once I get my own place, have those original, like, in the box, like, displayed. Because I think those original, like, without face printing, they're still good figures to me for those reasons, and I think they look great in, like, the classic Black Series packaging, which I do kind of miss.
Yeah.
I miss the orange line and blue line, because you see it and you're just like when Mike sent us all those pictures.
Yeah. That
store had received, and I was just like, orange line.
Yep. And I reaped the benefits from that. I finally got a Slave Leia and a Greedo for very reasonable prices.
Yeah, but, I mean, the archive wave, I think, is a blessing.
It is.
I think the majority of fans would agree with us
There's just a vocal minority.
There is a vocal minority who are literally collecting for money. I gotta put my kid through college.
Yeah, good luck.
We've made enough jokes about that in our videos, but you're so stupid if you're collecting this specific line. Like, you can collect. There's a certain amount of other things you can totally collect for like actual value at some point, gold, silver, but like. These are action figures, and people are just brainwashed by, like, the 90s and 80s that are like, oh, shit, I should have kept that.
Yeah. They read that.
It's totally unpredictable what is going to be valuable in the future.
They read that clickbait article where it's like, if you owned this Beanie Baby, get ready to retire. And then you go and look, and that Beanie Baby's worthless, but it's just a stupid clickbait article to purposely mislead people. Do some research, folks. Anyways... The final announcement, which leaked a day ahead of time, and we are talking about a brand new Emperor Palpatine. Yes.
I mean, we predicted this.
We predicted
But
this.
at the same time, it was a given, now that face printing is a thing, that they would redo the atrocity that was the first Emperor, reasons being the cane doesn't touch the ground. It's just not big enough, or the arm doesn't go low enough, one of the two. And then, can't sit if you even wanted to make your own throne.
Yeah, because they made, like, his lower half hard plastic.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I think the Blue Line Emperor Palpatine has a pretty good face sculpt.
Yeah, I think it's alright.
Like, I think it's a pretty good head sculpt, but... Ooh, just look at those photos.
Yeah. So this is coming with 3 heads. The throne, ladies and gentlemen, and Force lightning. Yes.
Which are apparently... Are those separate hands? Or do they clip onto the hands?
I feel like they seem like they clip onto the hands.
Okay.
So maybe there's alternate hands that we just haven't seen in the package or something?
I'm fairly certain Fly Guy might have said that, but I'm not going to quote him there.
Yeah. Amazon exclusive, which could be good, could be bad.
Just pre-order.
Depending on how things go. The pre-orders will be live by the time this video is posted, so definitely slap a pre-order on that. We have no idea how much it's going to be at this point.
I think people were speculating either $39.99 or $49.99.
Yeah. I hope $39.99, I'll probably do it. But $50, I just feel like that's a little much for what we're getting out of it. For just the throne and 3 heads and Force lightning effects and presumably hands that are going like this. Or if they're attached to the hands. I don't know. We haven't got to see...
Because now that I think about it, they better come with interchangeable hands, because you gotta go like that.
Yeah.
It can't just be like his gripping hand and then lightning coming out.
His gripping hand with lightning coming out.
I think it's safe to say it's alternate hands.
Yeah, but for some reason, I mean, maybe we saw it and it's just slipping our minds right now, but... Yeah. Anyways, that was the best announcement. One thing I thought we were going to see, which was confirmed to exist, and that is the hyper-real Luke. I thought we were definitely going to get to see that at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, maybe they didn't want to oversaturate, like, a banger of a figure.
Yeah.
Because Emperor Palpatine, I mean, that's just... It looks damn near perfect. And then, of course, with the addition of Palpatine's laugh being at the end of the trailer for Episode 9.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, so dope.
Great trailer.
So sick.
Great trailer. I mean... We joked about this earlier. We said the exact same thing about The Last Jedi. Great trailer. And then look how that movie turned out. But in JJ we trust. That's all I'll say about that.
I agree. We might make a separate video about our reactions to it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll get the whole gang together.
A little analytical.
Yeah. Who knows? Take it back to the old school days of Out of the Basement. Those were all of the Hasbro announcements from Star Wars Celebration. Of course, we wish we could be there. But it does seem like an actual nightmare world, because the only way to buy any of the exclusive items was to win a raffle for the opportunity to purchase them. Which, from what people have been posting online, because I've been reading.
Yeah. Instagram.
Some people have gotten 0 wins. Other people have gotten like 4 or 5 wins into the raffles. So it's like, what happened to the good old days of just standing in line?
Yeah, it sounds like it was poorly handled.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of announcements for Black Series, I gotta say, I'm hyped, but there's not a lot of banger announcements. I think we've just had banger announcements slowly spread across the year.
Yeah.
Instead, they chose not to wait to announce everything because, like, we already knew about the archive wave, which obviously I'm hyped for that, but we already knew about it. The only big, super hype thing that we didn't know about was the Emperor.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Which that's great. I'm down for the Emperor.
I mean, I'm down for the bangers to slowly work their way in instead of all at the same time for money purposes. I love when banger figures just slowly disperse themselves.
Well, yeah, because the next wave of Black Series figures is going to be a wallet buster too, because it's Obi, Ezra, Dr. Aphra, the other 2 droids, Chopper. All in the same wave.
I still got to get Mace Windu, and I still do want to buy more battle droids, too. So.
Yeah. I also still need to get Mace Windu. Dorkside, where's my pre-order? Just kidding.
July? What are you doing?
Well, Dorkside had theirs listed as April.
Oh, wow.
So, that's why I switched from Entertainment Earth.
Oh, yeah. They're going to come after this video.
Yeah. Now we're never going to get sponsored by anyone.
Big Bad Toy Store. Sponsor.
Please?
Dollar Shave Club?
Someone? Anyone? Email us. outofthebasementvids@gmail.com. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. What did you think of the new Black Series announcements? Are you hyped? Are you kind of like, whatever? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Of course, Figure It Out is a show that we love doing for you guys. We love doing it for us. So if you have an episode suggestion, we mostly talk about Black Series and NECA with a little bit of Marvel Legends every now and then. So if you have a certain topic or something you would like us to discuss, comment down below. We will get to it. Fig Fury, if you're watching this video, buddy, your suggested video is coming. It is coming. We put the final touches of gathering everything together for the editing process.
The audio is synced.
So
the audio is synced. I can say that much. We just gotta add in our pictures, splice a little.
It's coming.
We'll be fine.
But we'd love to hear from you. So if you have an episode suggestion, throw one down in the comments down below. Of course, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about action figures, doing action figure reviews. We talk about movies sometimes, Blu-rays, all sorts of nerdy nonsense you love to hear about on the internet. Of course, I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
We will see you guys next time on Out of the Basement.